Have you ever spent months planning for a trip only to get sick right during the vacation? Well, this one has. Not after, not before, but right in the middle of the trip that you spent all of your money, time, and energy preparing for? Well, definitely I have. And let me tell you, trying to enjoy a beautiful destination while secretly wondering whether or not you need cough medicine, tea, urgent care is not the vibe that you want to have. So in this video, I'm going to share some realistic ways to help you reduce your chances of getting sick while you're traveling. Now, not from the perspective of a doctor, because I am not a medical professional, but from the perspective of someone who's learned the hard way that taking care of yourself absolutely is part of traveling. But first, I'm Cassandra from Passport and Soul, where we help midlife BIPOC travelers reduce travel stress and design culturally meaningful experiences that leave you restored, not exhausted. Now back to the video. A few years ago, Craig and I took a trip to Santiago, Chile. And at the time, I was working in that dreaded corporate America office environment. And about a week and a half or so before the trip, I got sick. And let me tell you, I was in full panic mode. It's like, oh no, get ready to go on vacation. So I did everything that you're supposed to do. I drank water. I took cold medicine. I ate soup. Went to bed earlier. Took vitamins, like all of that. And a few days before the trip, I actually felt better. I wasn't coughing, sneezing, any of that kind of stuff. So we went on the trip. During the trip, it was okay, but at some point things started getting worse. Sore throat, sneezing, coughing, headaches, all the things. So while we were still exploring the city, I had to take frequent breaks and naps just to make it through each day. And it got to the point that when we got home, I literally went to urgent care within an hour of getting into the house. We came, dropped our suitcases off, and just went straight to the urgent care right away. And it turns out that the cold that I had, that really did start out as just a regular garden variety cold, at some point turned into strep throat, which if you ever had it, is not fun at all. So since then, I've looked at travel wellness very, very differently. Tip number 1, hydration. A lot of people only start thinking about hydration when they're already traveling. But by then, you're just playing catch up. Flights, airports, different climates, long walking days. All of those things can dehydrate you really, really quickly. And when your body starts getting run down, that makes it all the easier for illness to creep in. So now, one of the things that I do is I start making sure that I really hydrate long before my trip. I mean, it doesn't have to be some kind of dramatic 2 gallons a day influencer kind of way of hydrating. Instead, intentionally hydrating. More water, less running on fumes. It's simple, but it's effective. Tip number 2 is to please stop treating travel like it's some kind of endurance. This one might be one of the biggest Passport and Soul tips of all. Because a lot of us travel like we're training for the Olympics or something. Early mornings, late nights, packed itineraries, constant movement. And then we wonder why our immune systems kind of tap out halfway through the trip. It's because your body still needs rest, even if you're in the most beautiful, gorgeous place. Actually, maybe even especially in beautiful, gorgeous places. So now when we travel, I intentionally build in slower moments, rest breaks, slower mornings, and an occasional afternoon nap or 2 if needed. And to be honest, these moments have actually become some of my favorite parts of our trips. I've got a quick question for you. Have you ever gotten sick while traveling? And if you have, where were you? Let me know in the comments, because there is no way I can possibly be the only person who's ever had a vacation interrupted by a cold and exhaustion. Tip number 3, hand sanitizer is your friend. I know that this one sounds obvious, and of course, if available, washing your hands with soap and water is always a better choice. But if that's not available, airports, trains, airplanes, ticketing machines, railings, elevator buttons, like all those things, you're touching a lot of different things while you're traveling. So yes, I absolutely carry hand sanitizer. And I actually use it, especially when I am in airports and on the plane. Because while travel is beautiful, germs are also on vacation apparently as well. I don't know. Tip number 4. Walking can help you more than you might think it does. So one thing that I've noticed when we travel is that walking actually helps me to feel better. Now, I'm not talking about doing some kind of hour walking or, close the fitness ring kind of walking. Just moving and being able to get some fresh air, taking in things slowly, and keeping our bodies active without overdoing it. Because there's really something to be said about slower, intentional movement that helps travel feel a lot less stressful overall. Tip number 5 is to know that rest is not wasting your trip. I need somebody out there that needs to hear this one. Taking a nap does not mean that you're failing at travel. Resting for an hour does not ruin your entire itinerary. Now, sometimes the reason that people get so sick when traveling is because they refuse to take a pause. But, and having been there and having done that, your body will eventually decide that for you. I mean, when Craig and I took our 25th wedding anniversary trip, I actually started feeling a cold coming on yet again. But this time, I handled things differently. I rested, hydrated, took breaks, and that cold, it only lasted for a day or two instead of completely taking over our entire trip. That experience really reinforced something for me, that travel feels better. Stop fighting with your body. Passport and Soul, we talk a lot about slower, more intentional travel. And part of international travel is recognizing that your wellness, it really matters. You don't have to run yourself into the ground in order to have a meaningful trip. You can explore beautiful places and take care of yourself at the same time. As a matter of fact, I think that your trips become better when you do. I would love to hear from you. What's one thing that you do to stay healthy when traveling? Drop it in the comments, because your tip might help someone else who's preparing for their next trip. And if you enjoy slower, more meaningful travel advice that helps you to experience the world without burning yourself out, make sure to subscribe to Passport and Soul. We'd love to have you here. Until next time, travel slow, travel well, and travel with soul.